Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Hopeful Chewbacca back at the Church of Chewbacca, and today we're going to go over the brand new gold hut icons that came out. They finally upgraded all the way from bronze, then to silver, and now to gold. It's the first three of them, and it's 94 overall Sid Able, RayFerraro, and Igor Larionov. We're going to give all three of these cards in-depth true reviews, kind of go over what I think about the synergies that they either added or did they just add on to their team and player synergies they already had. We're about to find that out here in a second. Let's get into it. So being that this is the first silver to gold upgrades, I want to show you where to do these sets at. You're going to go to the exchange tab into the sets tile. You're going to pop from the sets tile into the Hockey Ultimate Team icon sets. Once you get in here, you'll see Gold Master Icon upgrade sets. You're going to pop in here. It's going to be the first tile. As you'll see, it is three guys. It's Larionov, RayFerraro, and Sid Able, and it says 10, so that means you're going to need the silver Sid Able as well as 9 icon collectibles. So it's just something to think about. It is a big hefty investment. It's probably going to be about $450K if you're just buying the gold players outright on top of whatever the silver Sid Able is, and it's going to be untradeable. So it's just something to think about. Ferraro and Larionov are going to be the same amount of icon collectibles. Sid Able. The Detroit Red Wings legend Sid Abel's 5'11", 170 pounds, left-handed shooting. This is 94 overall gold hut icon card. On these cards, it looked like they add everybody's signature, which is kind of a cool touch and feature. I actually really like the way these cards look as well. They're a little bit sleek. I really do like that signature, though. I think it adds a lot of prestige, I guess might be the word that I'm looking for, to the card. So I really do like that added feature on these gold hut icons. Moving on to Sid Able himself, he has 3 points for balance, 3 points for wingman. Balance gives you endurance, wrist shot power, deking, puck control, and defensive awareness. Then for wingman, his player synergy, he has acceleration, wrist shot accuracy, and passing at +3. Looking at the card with no synergies activated, Able has 89 acceleration, 94 agility, 91 balance, 91 endurance, 89 speed. So the skating for a 94 is a little bit slow at 89 acceleration and speed, but it's more than suitable because if you get the wingman, you get up to 92, you can get up to 96 acceleration as well as 93 speed with distributor. That's assuming you have distributor and spark, where the numbers I just went over. For his shooting, he has 94 for slap shot accuracy, wrist shot accuracy, 95 for slap shot power, wrist shot power. His hands are 92 deking, 99 offensive awareness, 92 hand-eye, 97 passing, and puck control. So very good hands, hard and accurate shot. His defense is 93 body checking, 95 strength. The checking category, 99 defense awareness, 96 shot blocking, 98 stick checking, 96 faceoffs, and 84 discipline. The Sid Able, his lowest categories are definitely his skating with that 89 speed and acceleration. 84 discipline is also the actual lowest attribute. However, discipline isn't really that important. In the mid-80s, it's more than fine. He has great defense in checking. He can be an awesome third or fourth line center, I think, at this point in the game. I think the speed kind of holds him back from a top 6. Once again, these cards are going to take a hefty icon collectibles investment. So the price is a little bit hefty, but I do think he might be worth it. With the balance in the wingman, I'm actually going to give him 4 Chewies for 94 overall and the entire investment to get to this gold card, assuming you have the silver. I think it's a little bit hefty for his speed. I think there's some better options, especially for the balance. But wingman's very nice. I think 4 Chewies is a solid rating for this card based on how much you have to pay and invest to get him all the way up to the gold icon version of himself. I do think, though, third or fourth line center, he's going to be amazing. That 96 faceoffs is huge. RayFerraro. As many of you guys know already, RayFerraro is the in-game announcer for NHL 21. However, he actually played the NHL, and if you ever score a hat trick, he'll tell you did it like 8 or 9 times or whatever it was, and he has like 400 goals. He'll talk about how he was a goal scorer, and anytime he scored 2 goals, he's always looking for that third goal. He's 5'10", 192 pounds, left-handed shooting. This is his gold hut icon. As you can see, his signature is right there underneath where it says RayFerraro sideways in block lettering. He has 3 points for balance, 3 points for magician. We've already gone over the balance. Let's see what magician gives you. It gives you agility, deking, and puck control, which will max out all of these categories with the magician activated. Let's look at his card with no synergies activated. He has 91 acceleration, 97 agility, 94 balance, 94 endurance, 92 speed. So very good skater. He can max out at 95 speed, and he's going to be able to max out at 95 acceleration as well with spark and distributor. His shooting is 97 slap shot and wrist shot accuracy with 95 slap shot power, wrist shot power. So a very accurate shot that is pretty hard at the 95s. Then his hands are 96 deking, 98 offensive awareness, 95 hand-eye, 95 passing, and 97 puck control. So great hands on the card. He has 86 body checking, 90 strength. So with a 90 strength, 94 balance, and 97 puck control, he's going to be very hard to get off the puck. And he's very solidly built at 192 pounds on a 5'10" frame. Then he has 97 defense awareness, 92 shot blocking, 97 stick checking, 96 faceoffs, and 87 discipline. He's another card that can definitely play in the bottom 6, just like the Able we went over. But I actually think he could be a top 6 forward as well, whether it's on the wing or at center with the 96 faceoffs. That is a very good faceoff number. And I think, like I said, with his weight, even though he's not the tallest player, I think he'll actually be pretty good at tie-ups, pretty good at doing the counters where you kind of have to like tie up a guy a little bit, but you kick the puck back or use your stick by putting your body and turning your body into them. I think you guys know what counter I'm talking about in the face-off circle. So I do really like that. The skating is better than Able, so I do think he's a better card than Able is. He does have balance and Magician, though, and I do think that Wingman's actually a little bit better than Magician is. But the 3 balance is a pretty good synergy, and it's going to allow a lot of people to get that as your 3rd or 4th synergy if you do pick up the Ferraro or even the Able. Taking all of that into consideration, I'm going to give this RayFerraro 4.5 Chewies. He still takes that 9 icon collectible investment that the Able does, as well as when we go to Larionov, he'll be the same thing investment-wise. So it's a lot to invest in a card. I do think there's other cards that are 94 overall that are going to skate a lot better than he does, as well as some of the 95s that are in the game for sure, that I think take about the same investment or maybe even less investment than his Ferraro will take. But I really do think he's a good card, and I think he's actually going to end up being relatively cheap like his silver icon currently is in a couple weeks here, maybe in a month or so. So it's just somebody to look for because I do think this will actually be an excellent card, if I have to be honest, depending on who you pair him with. I just think right now his investment value is going to be very, very expensive because I'm sure his silver icon's price has skyrocketed. Igor Larionov. The gritty Russian that played for the Detroit Red Wings, it's Igor Larionov. He's 5'9", 172 pounds. He's left-handed shooting. 3 points for Swarm, 3 points for Thief. What the Swarm does is gives you agility, hand-eye, defense awareness, and stick checking. The Thief is going to give you stick checking and face-offs at +5. What I will say going into this is the Thief actually only helps Igor Larionov for +1 point, even though it says +5 next to it. You can't get 104 face-offs. You can only get up to 99, and he has 98 stick checking already if you take off the Thief, so he's only getting 1 point out of his player synergy. That's going to affect his Chewie rating, just so you know going into it, because you're like, well, why is his rating maybe lower than what you think it should be at the end of this? Is because we got to factor in the Thief here, and I'm showing you guys right now a little bit separate. We'll talk about it again at the end of going over his attributes. Looking at his attributes, he's 89 acceleration, 94 agility, 95 balance, 92 endurance, 89 speed. Once again, his speed isn't that great, and same with the acceleration, just like with the Able. I guess the 94 overall Detroit Red Wing icons, they just want to give him no love. Unlike Able, though, he can only get up to 93 acceleration and then 92 speed. His shooting is 96 slapshot accuracy with 96 wrist shot accuracy. Then his slapshot power is 94, wrist shot power is 93. His hands are 94 deking, 98 offensive awareness, 96 hand-eye, 98 passing, 97 puck control. So good hands. The shot's a little bit lower than the other 2 guys we've already went over. On top of the skating, it's looking like offensively, Larionov is more of a true playmaker than he's going to be a goal scorer compared to the others that he's being compared to. Obviously, with his shot being in the low to mid-90s, he's going to have a phenomenal shot in the game. For his defense, he has 88 body checking, 95 strength. So he's going to be hard on the puck, 95 balance, 95 strength, 97 puck control. That should be pretty good. He is a little bit smaller, 5'9", 172 pounds, so he'll probably still be able to be bumped off the puck. But I think it's going to be hard to get the puck off of him, though. I don't think it's just going to be super easy. Then he has 98 defense awareness, 93 shot blocking, 98 stick checking, 99 max faceoffs with 58 discipline. The 58 discipline is actually a concern because it is so low, and this is like his end game card. It's not going to get bumped at all. Obviously, he'd make a phenomenal 4th line centerman with the max faceoffs, stick checking, defensive awareness, pretty much max. If you have Swarm and Thief, they are going to be max. Like I mentioned, though, in the beginning of going over him, is the Thief only gives him +1 point. Swarm is good, and it does only have 8 points. I think there are going to be other icons that are better for Swarm. I think there's already a lot of teams already have Swarm. There's a lot of good players with Swarm out there. So I think that is a bit of a hurt on the Larionov when it comes to his rating. I'm going to give Larionov 3.5 Chewies. I think the investment, he's not worth it. On top of his player synergy, doesn't help him personally a lot. Yeah, you only need one more guy with Thief. Like if you have the 94 Austin Matthews from the Style Icons, who I recommend as the #1 choice to pick, as you can see in another video that I've done, which maybe I'll tag it in the corner, maybe I won't. It might be at the wrong time of the video, but I'll tag it in this video so you guys can go check that out. But he would obviously give Austin Matthews his Thief by just having him and Larionov. Like, that's maybe a positive, but it doesn't really help Larionov that much, and he's already the worst out of the 3 of these cards. So I think the 3.5 Chewies is a fair rating. On top of Swarm, with it only taking 8 players, there's a lot of teams that aren't hurting to get Swarm compared to the balance that the Ferraro and the Able do have. So Larionov, 3.5 Chewies. I know he's the lowest rated out of the 3, and I think he's the worst out of the 3 cards. That's going to wrap up the true review of Able, Ferraro, and Larionov. We rated them 1 through 5 Chewies based on their synergies as well as their attributes. I do think out of the 3 of these cards, Ferraro is probably the best. He has the best skating. He has the best upside to me. He can play on wherever you need him to, wing or centerman. I think Able and Larionov are more tied to the bottom 6 at this point in the game, even for the investment you got to put into them, especially by the time you probably build them. They're going to be bottom 6 forwards. They could be great for like a Red Wings themed team, but Ferraro takes the cake out of the 3 of these guys. I'm not really a huge fan of the 3-team synergy, 3-player synergy. I would have liked to just seen a 3rd player synergy or 3rd team synergy. By I mean like 2nd team synergy or 2nd player synergy, obviously. But I'm just saying the 3rd synergy should have been there at 2 points and kept the other 2 synergies at 2 points to, I think, make these cards a little bit more viable. But I guess it's kind of cool to have 3 and 3. It'll be really easy to get things like Swarm, Distributor, pretty much any synergy you're looking for, you're going to be able to make at this point because of the 3 synergies that you're getting. I just would have liked to see a 2-2-2 rather than a 3 and 3. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments down below. And also let me know what you think about these 3 cards in the comments. As always, I appreciate all of your guys' support. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with any of your friends that play NHL 21. Also, hit that notification bell so whenever videos are being uploaded onto the YouTube channel. You guys have a great day and be safe.